At dinner, Dad said, "Starting next month, you'll pay rent if you want to stay here." Mom added, "Maybe it'll teach you some respect." This came after weeks of them mocking my job and calling me dead weight. That night, I packed my bags and left. A week later, they called panicking, "Why is your room empty?" I was cutting into my chicken when Dad set down his fork with that deliberate slowness that meant a speech was coming. "Starting next month, you'll pay rent if you want to stay here," he said flatly. Mom nodded, sipping her wine. "Maybe it'll teach you some respect." My younger brother Tyler smirked from across the table, clearly in on this ambush. For weeks, they'd been mocking my job as a junior accountant. Dead weight. That's what Dad called me at last Sunday's dinner when I mentioned working late on a client audit, living here rent-free while we struggle. That was Mom's favorite line, delivered with theatrical sighs. The irony? I'd been paying the electric bill for 6 months after Dad's construction business hit a rough patch. I'd covered Tyler's car insurance twice, but apparently that didn't count. "How much?" I asked calmly. $1,200, Dad said. Plus utilities. Split 3 ways. I did the math instantly. My salary was $3,400 a month after taxes. With student loans and my car payment, I'd have maybe $400 left for everything else. "That's more than market rate for a room," I said. "Then find somewhere cheaper," Mom said, her smile sharp. "If you can." Tyler laughed. "Good luck affording anything in this city on your salary." That's when it clicked. This wasn't about teaching me responsibility. This was punishment for not being the golden child, for choosing accounting over Dad's construction company, for existing outside their control. I stood up slowly, pushed my chair in, and said, "Okay." Dad blinked. "Okay, what?" "Okay, I'll find somewhere cheaper." I walked upstairs while they called after me. "Don't be dramatic, Marcus. We're just trying to help you grow up." That night, I packed everything that mattered. Clothes, documents, laptop, the few items of actual value. I worked methodically, years of resentment crystallizing into cold clarity. By 3 a.m., my room looked lived in but emptied of me. I crashed at my friend Dev's place, then found a studio apartment for $950. Small, but mine. No sneering comments at dinner, no theatrical sighs about my life choices. I didn't tell them I was leaving. I just stopped coming home. A week later, my phone exploded at 9 p.m. "Mom, why is your room empty?" "Dad, where are your things?" "Tyler, dude, did you actually leave?" Then the calls started. 17 in 1 hour. I let it ring. Finally, I answered. Mom's voice was shrill. "What have you done? Your room is empty." "I moved out," I said simply. "Without telling us? That's so disrespectful." The audacity was breathtaking. "You told me to find somewhere cheaper." "I did." Dad grabbed the phone. "Get back here. We need to discuss this as a family." "You mean you need someone to split utilities 3 ways?" Silence. "Marcus, don't be childish," Mom said. "We were teaching you responsibility. By charging me $1,200 for a room while mocking my career? Thanks, but I learned the lesson. I learned who you really are." "You're overreacting," Dad snapped. "It was just tough love." "No," I said quietly. "Tough love is caring enough to push someone toward better. You just wanted to punish me for not being Tyler, for not joining your business, for being different." Tyler's voice in the background. "This is so extra. Tell Tyler he can have my room," I said. "Since he thinks my salary is so pathetic, he shouldn't have trouble covering my share of utilities." Mom started crying. "We're your family. You can't just abandon us." "You abandoned me first. You just didn't expect me to actually leave." I hung up. The next morning, I got a text from Dad. "The electric bill is overdue. Can you cover it this month?" I stared at it for a long moment, then deleted the message. They'd spent weeks calling me dead weight, making me feel small at my own dinner table, then tried charging me rent like I was a burden. They wanted to teach me a lesson about respect. Mission accomplished.